and subsidy removal to finance sure. The question to ask is, what happened to all the budgetary allocations in the past 12 going 13 years? Obasanjo voted 800 billion for roads, and then the Minister of Works did not do any road construction. And we have it on authority that the money was advanced to total agenda. All those men should be brought to book, and the excesses in the executive arm of government and the legislative arm of government, the legislators will become legislators by becoming contractors in their own constituency. This is the primary responsibility of state government to develop all constituencies through their IGR and the funds they receive from federal federation accounts. That is their responsibility. But in a nation where the tail of the dog wags its dog, you don't expect any of these people to perform according to law. What am I trying to say? The federal government has now imported 1,600 buses or more to give to different localities and governments. That is the primary responsibility of local government in any nation that is great and that is thinking aright. It's not the job of federal government to buy buses. You belong to NURCW. Why are you buying buses? That's the function of local government. You've gone to America, you've gone to Europe. That's what they do at local government level. I live in America, I live in Britain. In those places, the government does not even know what is happening in your community. You can call on your local government to implement change in one area or the other, and they will not shoot you because they are accountable to people. We have put in power emperors who are not accountable to people, and time has come to put in and to bring in accountability and transparency into governance in Nigeria. The people have a right to demand it and will continue. If they don't do anything because of fuel subsidies, because they never meant to do any good thing before. Finally, infiltrators amongst us. We are not unmindful of infiltrators. They have tried it before. Once upon a time, if you have read the papers, there were a group of people calling themselves the Nigeria Group in Abuja. They had their chairman, they had their secretaries. Where are they today? We are the only same Nigerian group registered under the law of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and our passion is to defree social mobility in Nigeria, to restore voice to the voiceless, to unblock the minds of Nigerians, to raise a critical mass of citizens who demand for good governance, accountability, and transparency in governance. That's our motive, that's our passion. We did it when Yar'Adua, in his dying days, and the cabal said they hijacked power. We did it against Ogun State Governor, who happened to be my childhood friend, when he shut down the legislature. We went to Abuja again to tell the president why we will not support him as SNG, ever before some of us in the days of politics went into politics. And let me bring this in here. All these messages being sent around, the politicians are hijacking this whole process because some of us have participated in politics before. The election ended when the Supreme Court made their pronouncement. Nobody is doing this because of any loss of election or winning of election. The truth of the matter is, we stood against the cabal in the days of Yar'Adua. Yes. We told President Jonathan to his face in a written document, which we gave to leadership in faith circles and leadership in community. We gave them the document why SNG would not support it before some of us went into politics. And even if politicians and registered political parties will rise up to speak against an unlawful and punitive policy of the government in respect of subsidy, they have a right to do so. Yeah. The government must not shut down opposition parties. It's part of what brings about a deepened democracy in any given community. Obama cannot just come into the House and members of the opposition party, the Republicans, fold their hands because he's the president. Don't shut down opposition. If you are doing what is right, who is wrong and what is wrong will leave you alone. And if you are doing what is wrong, both the opposition parties, politicians, and civil society organizations must rise up and say, enough. Enough. We are not mindful of infiltrators, but we are not doing any guerrilla warfare. We are not committing what they call it now, treason. You know the difference between treason and reason is steep. If when trouble comes at the shout of treason, why didn't Jonathan shout of treason when we were marching the street for him to become president? I tell you one thing and you can write it down. If all on this table, including our people who joined us, if we go into politics tomorrow or we become part of public office in any form, and we begin to do wrong, the spirit of Save Nigeria Group must still rise and put that person in order. When I belong to the Save Nigeria Group at one time or the other, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I hope we have answered your questions. This brings an end to the press conference today. And don't forget to help us tell the nation that we are on our way to court this week to file the action, and the press will be there when we file the action. And also the 21st of January at 9 a.m. The same park, or just that park, Galifani Freedom Park, will be filled with us and all our people, musicians and artists, to tell them that the marches on until the government eats its words and do what is right for Nigerian people. Thank you, God bless you all.